Funny thing, innit? You play it once and it fucking grabs its little grubby fingers into you and pulls you back in, doesn't it? Right, we're going to do content catch-up very quickly. I'm going to look at some of the store cosmetics that I've missed while I'm off. I don't know if anybody else does this in the YouTube circuit, so maybe it's something fresh, new, and innovative, unlike anything in this game. So, let me just carry on. Just ignore that, it's fine. It's the demons inside me. We're going to do content catch-up, basically. I'm just going to go through the skins, what I think of them, and, you know, you're going to get some rare Dead by Daylight praise, because, as I've said in the past, for all the shit that I actually talk about this game, I do think the art team nails it, literally every time. So, we're going to look at the new stuff. I am aware that there is a new... Yeah, there's this Alan Wake, isn't there? Look at Alan Wake first. He actually has perks as well, so we'll do a little mini perk review at the beginning of this one. I don't know if this is something anybody wants, but we're going to do it anyway, just for the purposes of continuity on my channel. But yeah, Alan Wake is pretty much what I've missed, because I stopped playing just shortly after Chucky was released. So he's the new content as far as, you know, actual game play is concerned. So let's have a look at these perks that have probably broke the game, because as I say, survivor perks generally do, and they take several months to get nerfed, unlike the killer ones that get nerfed in about 2 weeks. So let's have a look at the first one, shall we? Champion of Light. The glow of the flashlight looks a little different, feels a little warmer. Okay, that's a very interesting flavour text, but okay. When you are shining a flashlight, you have 50% haste. So you can run basically at normal speed while shining a flashlight, okay. When you successfully blind the killer, they also gain 20% hindered for 6 seconds. This effect cannot stack with itself. Then this perk goes on cooldown for 60 seconds. Alright, I already don't want to play this game. Because that basically tells me if this is meta now, this game is going to be utter fucking cancer to play as killer. Because if they're gaining 50% haste and slowing you by 20% for 6 seconds whenever they blind you, and blinding is very easy to do with appropriate add-ons for flashlights, this shit is going to be absolutely oppressive. So we'll hold off judgment and see if that is actually, you know, the reality we now live in, because if it is, fucking hell. Boon Illumination. Keen insight is something best shared with others. Press and hold the ability button 1 near a dull or hex totem to bless it, and create a boon totem. Soft check, that's literally the same thing everybody says, isn't it? Survivors inside your boon totem's range see the aura of all chests and all generators in blue. Right. If you have a lit boon totem, you cleanse or bless totems 10% faster. So it's basically a fucking UAV. That's all that is. Helps out the solo problems of Survivor, which is good to see. Yeah. Sort of bends a little bit too much into the problems, though, that this game is literally too fast, so you're basically making solos faster by giving them map awareness with this. I don't know, I think that's just solid overall. Doesn't increase speed, which is good. You cleanse or bless totems 10% faster, who fucking cares, you know? I'd say that's quite healthy, to be honest. Deadline. Desperation creeps in and you push yourself to work harder. This perk activates when you're injured. Not going to read anything else. I'm looking down at my keyboard as I present this viewpoint to you all. Stop making perks that reward shit play by survivors, please. We had the same situation for about 6 months with Made for This, and that's going to creep back into the commentary a little bit probably with perks like this. Stop fucking rewarding bad play for survivors. Now, I'll take all this back if this is actually a shit effect, because I've not read it yet, but let's have a look. Skill checks appear 10% more frequently when repairing, that's a negative, or healing and appear in random places. Okay, so it puts the doctor's effect on you then, I believe, based on this. The penalty for missing skill checks is reduced by 50%. Right, we'll take some of that back then, because that's just redundant. I don't really know why you'd do any of this. Wow, okay. Yeah, we'll take it all back. That's fucking useless in every stretch of the imagination. What is the point? You have to get injured to use it. They appear 10% more frequently. The only benefit of this, I assume, if you're not running any other skill check synergy perk, like maybe this is not happening, maybe use it with that. That's really weird. Where you get great skill check zones get slightly bigger. Because obviously if you can keep feeding skill checks, if you're good at hitting skill checks, then maybe, yeah, because you can get good skill checks and get the bonus from getting that, but other than that, what's the point, you know? Right, anyway, because this is going to be quite a long review, because we are going to go through all the skins. I'm probably going to do this as a bit of a skin review video, actually, and go on one of my rants, and my praise rants, actually, as I say, because I do believe the art team do smash this quite a lot in this game. Just to make relevance to future comments that I will make through the gameplay side of this game, and how monumentally shite it is, as somebody who is at the luxury of enjoying Evolve on a day-to-day basis, and how much better we had it in 2015 before this train wreck was released. Just following that, I'm going to say that back in 2016 I did enjoy this game. I did fully enjoy the game. I was a DBD enjoyer. It's just that, you know, we're 8 years into this lifetime of this game now, and all we're getting is shit animations, recycled content, and lack of any innovation whatsoever from Killer to Killer, beside, you know, beyond what the Steam forums seem to scream and Reddit seems to scream about groundbreaking shit every time this comes out. You know, something new comes out for this game, because it's not. Right, let's get into the cosmetics, because, you know, we'll have a look at his actually first while we're here. So, wow, okay, this man's got 4 already. I don't know anything about the Alan Wake IP, so this is probably all fan service, which is always delightful to see. So yeah, I can't really comment too much on this, but as I say, looks nice, looks good. Also looks pretty good. I do like the hair of this one, because that looks quite good. Sort of John Wick-esque, in a way, where it's like a messy kind of, you know, used style hairstyle. Get back to the outfits. And then we have 2 legendaries, which appear to be both women. So we've got, who is this? Saga Anderson. Again, I'm not, you know, clued in on who the characters are, so I'm assuming this is, you know, fan service, and for people who want to play as the other characters that they've seen in the Alan Wake series, which is something this game does do well. Praise, there it is, you know. My, you know, rants and accusations or criticisms, whatever you want to label it as, are not without reason. I will say that with this game. I just present an opinion that isn't presented by many people and should be presented by a few other people, I think, just as a genuine concern for this industry. Anyway, so very nice, as I say. Again, art team win across the board. We've also got some sort of, she looks like she works in a diner, maybe? Yeah, oh dear diner. A loopy waitress. Is that why she's sort of skewed to the side? Because that looks... It actually looks like she's been misplaced in her rigging. But I'm assuming she's a bit fucking mental then, maybe? In the actual RP. Yeah, nice made outfit. Right, now we're going to use the exclamation mark system for this, to do these reviews. This is all the new content that I have not seen yet, so we will have a look. We've got something new for the nurse, starting off. That's new, but it doesn't have an exclamation mark for some reason, so we'll have a look at it. That is very nice. Very nice indeed. It's got the usual nurse, you know, trademark floral style patterns on her. It's quite cultist-esque. It is a set which I do consider to be a negative, but I can sort of understand it with the HUD, but I can also not understand it because there are HUDs that don't come in sets, i.e. Feng Min's bunny outfit, but you know. Overall, though, it's quite nice. I do like that. Very culty. I just don't play nurse. There was an exclamation mark there, which means there's something still new here. Is it like a... Yeah, it's a body. Okay, that is absolutely disgusting. It's obviously a palette swap of a vanilla outfit, but yeah, that is... Oh, I vomited a bit in my mouth there. Yeah. Exists for the lunar event, I suppose. Yes. We've got something new for Herman here, have we? There's going to be all the lunar stuff in it, I bet, yeah. Not as bad. It's not as brightly coloured. Yeah, it's still quite nice, I suppose. There's no new weapons, no new heads. Nope, there isn't. It's going to be the Herman contents. We've got a clown skin. It's not a body. It's not a weapon. It's a head. So this is a reskin of this cosmetic. They've just changed the face paint of it and the colour of the hat. Not bad, as I say again, it's Lunar New Year in it, but I'd probably still use that because that's just more like a clown at base, honestly. That just looks a bit weird to me, just to have like a a piss-stained face, but you know, I refer to gold as piss metal anyway because I do think it's the tackiest shit imaginable, even though all the rich people chase it for some reason. But yeah, again, it's lunar in it. We've got Spirit Skin, that's to be expected. Oh, it's actually a new skin as well, Incendiary Fury. That is a W. Very nice. So that's quite similar to the Scorched Huntress skin, actually, isn't it? Because that's... yeah, Ember's kimono. I don't know if there'd be any synergy really with between outfits for this. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to fuck around with that, but we're reviewing just the outfits themselves. I'd say that's quite nice. I do like the orangey effects. I do wish they'd put some sort of ember effect on it though, because they have done part of the particle effects for some skins in the past. I don't know why this hasn't got it, but still very nice. Legion, everybody's favourite fucking cash cow. Visit day... wow, okay. The fuck is wrong with the Rans? Golden. Still very nice though, it's like I almost want to say like a modern knight, in a way. The helmet. Or the mask I should say. She's got chainmail on her legs. She's got chainmail shaped in the style of leg warmers. That's really cool, actually. I do like that. That's quite nice. So it is like a modern knight. Yeah, with a little... the sword is like... well, it's like a mini sword. The only thing I'm going to say about this skin is the fact that I have a feeling this weapon is going to be fucking massive in first person. It's going to take about 90% of the screen, if I had to guess. Based on like the size of, say, you know, the usual blade. You know, the size difference there is obvious. But yeah, still quite nice though. Oni's got a skin. Ooh, here's a new skin as well. Mountain Hunt. Wow, okay. I like his feet, so he's not actually completely human in this skin, is he? He's like some sort of birdman, in a way. That mask is really nice, actually. I thought it was glowing for a second, it's not though, like fire effects. Have a look at what his enraged form looks like. Alright, the enraged thing is a bit lacking, I have to say. He's not as glowy as he normally is in a lot of his other skins. Blade is very small as well. Is it? Oh no. I have memories of the blade being a bit bigger for some reason. That's fine. It's quite nice though. Birdman-esque. He's got a lunar thing. We'll do this correctly, you know. That's a very nice mask, that. I do like that mask. Let's get sidetracked. It's a weapon. Yeah. Excuse me. That is an ultra rare weapon. Fucking why? Why is that an ultra rare weapon? I need to wait for him to finish his animation so I can see it again. That's an ultra rare weapon. It's a fucking palette swap of that. What the fuck? 300 auric cells, 250. Why? Oh, hang on. Why is it cheap? Right, okay. Forget that then. It's cheaper. What? That makes no sense whatsoever. It's cheaper than that, and that's a lower rarity. Is it on sale? No? Sorry, what? Did they change the rarities or something while I've been away? Okay, sure. I'm sure ultra rares used to be like stuff for like animation changes and things like that though, but okay then. We've got a blight skin. Oh good lord, it's a yeah, it's that. I think, yeah. Reskin of that obviously for Luna. Good if you like bright red clashing top hats in your horror game. Trickster, Teddy Graveyard. Thematically, it's quite nice. I remember before I stopped playing last time, I was enjoying playing as Trickster as well. So, I mean, it is good actually, this skin. It's just a bit weird. I like the sneakers, like something that's just relatively fucking normal. The trench coat is, I believe, a asset copy of his base shape, I believe. Yeah, it is. So they've kept the shape of his you know, his original coat and basically just put some teddies on it. Now, you know, I'm going to explain this obviously again because, you know, it's very nitpicky and things like that, but this game has existed for 8 years at this point. There are games that consistently put out skins that aren't, you know, obvious asset recycles like this, because it is. The only thing they have actually done in terms of this, you know, this waistcoat, this coat itself, is they've altered the collar slightly near the top where his, you know, his chains are, and stuck teddies on it. And, you know, I know that it does require, you know, it requires a couple of hours in the office, and I'm not saying that, you know, the effort that they put into this isn't, you know, worth it. It's just that it's not a new model specifically, you know, it's not something new. It is taking content that already exists, basically, is what I'm saying, and turning it into something else, which is not always a negative, but you could be doing other things, you know, that kind of thing. If you want the context behind this, it's the fact that I come from Evolve, where we have monsters with genuinely good animations, but the game's dead because there was a DLC shitstorm when it first came out. The animations are really good, they're really high quality. Sorry, there's a lunar weapon or something here. Yeah, that. You know, there's all that sort of thing, and it does surpass this game, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion. So I'm very nitpicky about this thing, but as I keep saying, the art team in this game does carry it. The art team, and I don't know how to pronounce his name, so if I do pronounce it wrong here, I am sorry to the person, but you're not going to see this video because I'm irrelevant. Michelle April, who composes the music for this game, him and the art team for this game carry it quite hard, because the animation team and the rest of the gameplay team fucking don't, they just can't, basically. The animations are all very bad, and you know, it does detract from my enjoyment from the game as somebody who has absolute sheer amounts of eye candy through playing Evolve while you're playing it, through the actual gameplay itself as well. So, you know, that is the basis of a lot of my nitpicking. Oh, for fuck's sake, there's a broken animation for you. I didn't mean to click him. Let's go on Artist. It is another lunar skin, another palette swap. Again, it's a palette swap. I'm not going to sing praises, but at the same time, it exists. It is another one for the pile, so if you like shit brown as a colour for your artist, there it is. Yeah, I do think that's probably it for the artist. I do think some of the blades are quite nice. We have a singularity skin. Oh, fucking hell! Save the best for last, fellas. I love that he's got a wheel for one of his feet. Holy fucking shit! Buy it on camera. Equip that. I know I'm going to play him first then, even though I'm probably not going to enjoy it. But Jesus Christ, man! Again, the art team out of the fucking park, fellas. Honestly. But this leads into what I'm saying. Like, imagine this in a game that isn't as fucking monotonous as this game is. You know, it's all what you've got to imagine. You know, imagine this. For those of you who've viewed my Evolve videos and you've seen Evolve, you know, you've seen how high quality is and things like that. Imagine this design as a monster in Evolve that was made by this game's design team. You know, because they've made this. Yeah, the design team for this game has made this. So imagine this that they have made as a monster in Evolve. Yeah, not the animation team though. They can fuck off, quite honestly, because the animations are fucking bollocks in this game. I will say that to an extent, Hux' animations are actually quite well done in this game. He's one of the less noticeably glidey and clicky and staticky kind of animated characters in this game. So, you know, imagine this kind of design basically in, you know, Evolve. He's fucking massive as well. I think he's bigger than... I know he's not. I thought he was, like, actually, you know, upgrading in size. But I'm very happy with this. Very, very happy. That is what you should be paying money for in games, you know. Because a lot of effort has been put into that. You can tell by the design of it. You know, it's not some shit fucking palette swap. It's not recycled assets. You know, it is a genuine, from the ground up, probably, new model. And, you know, it pays, as you've just seen on screen, because I just bought that shit instantly. Because I like that sort of thing. I mentioned it in a previous video. I am a bit of a whale when it comes to this sort of thing. So, if I see content in your game that has had effort put into it, and I want to put a screw to the skull of every developer out there, get a fucking hammer and nail this shit in. And I know that's probably like a really brutal way of explaining this, but if you make good content for your games and good skins like this, yeah, I will buy it. I'm using me as a collective, you know, as whales, because we all sort of think the same, you know. We're like an underground cult, so to speak. That's a joke. But, as I say, you know, if you put effort into your content like this and you make stuff that is actually good and it looks fucking stellar like this, I will buy it. Even if I don't play the character, I will buy it. Because as far as I'm concerned, I am supporting high quality content. Because I am giving you my money for the job you have done. I am not going to give my money to you for shit like this, right? And it's a bit of a poor example, this. I don't really have a skin on hand as an example to use here. But I mean stuff that's just this, you know. But, you know, with slightly different additions to it. This, right? This, okay? It's not bad, but it's it's fucking nothing like that Hook skin, you know, in comparison. Because that is the same jacket as his base skin. I can see it. It is the same jacket, right? That is literally the same jacket. What they've done is they've tore it a little bit at the bottom. That's all they've done. And they've removed the collar. The collar at the top is still more or less the same. They've just changed it to the, you know, a little bit shorter where it cuts in the middle. They've narrowed that down a little bit. But the shape of it is the same. It's just buried under Teddy's, you know? It is the same jacket. They've widened these little sleeves as well. But it's still the same thing. What I'm trying to say here is they very clearly used this as a base and started making this out of it, you know. They've not made anything solely new, is what I'm talking about, you know. As opposed to this absolute fucking masterpiece and unit where it is legitimately a new model, you know. It's an entirely new model between his skins. And I said this when this character was released, he's got fucking massive amounts of skin potential, this character. But he plays like ass in the game. Again, because that's the game. But, you know, just going back to it to conclude it, you know, this actually gushing in Dead by Daylight as much as I slag this game off all the time. This is good. And imagine this in something like Evolve, you know, or imagine it, you know, animated properly. You'd have a fucking winner on your hands, yeah, compared to the animations that we get these days. Because I have seen the new Killers animations and they are completely wank. I'm sorry, but I will call this stuff out when I see it, because there seems to be a distinct lack of YouTubers who actually speak truth and positive, what's actually on their minds. Because I know I can hear it in the voices on some of them. When the you know, a new chapter or a new skin will come out and they'll be like, oh, this is great, this guy's, you know, it's, oh, look at it, attention to detail, the animations and all that, and you're seeing this absolute fucking train wreck on your screen, and you're like, that's not what you're thinking though, is it, mate? You know, and it just pisses me off, because I do believe it lends itself slightly to the fact that we, you know, games these days, they come out and they're complete shit because developers are actually getting praised by these kinds of YouTubers for doing shit content, and it's got to the point now where you're seeing it as a mainstream in games. But I do believe I, as myself, presenting an opinion like this that is the opposite opinion. Opinion is the operative word as well. Yeah, I'm not saying this is the truth, you know, it's just strongly worded opinions, you know. Somebody who is sick of the fucking state of this industry these days, voicing his genuine concern for it, as a whale as well. One of the good ones, boys. It's just how I feel about it. We're going to get onto the Survivor skins now then. So we've got one for Dweet. We've got two for Dweet, okay. We've got the Valentine's skin one. Look at that shaved head. I like that head, that's quite nice. I have to see in the new killer, I can't look at this guy the same again, to be honest, because I do believe this guy, Dwight, not just this guy, is the new killer. As far as I'm concerned, that's my headcanon from an alternate universe, because it looks way too much like him. I mean, hang on a minute, the hairstyle of the new killer is literally that. You know, without that little blue, what in the fuck, okay. Without the blue flower strapped to the side of his head, obviously. But yeah, the new killer hairstyle is literally that hairstyle. So as far as I'm concerned, it's Dwight, and he's also wearing Dwight's vanilla outfit, so double Dwight. He has got the Feng Min treatment. He's now a dinosaur. I do like that. That's quite cool, actually. Yeah, that's quite nice. I do. Funny skins like this, you know, sometimes it's good. It is one of me arguments I have against the game sometimes, though, where there's an overload of fluffy, bright shit in the game these days, and it does remove from the, you know, the horror aspect of things. Holy good fucking lord, there's no Meg skin. That's very surprising. We'll move on to Claude then. This appears to be a Luna. Good fucking lord. It's one of the ugliest hairstyles imaginable. This is a reskin of that. They have changed the colour of the earrings and the glasses and put little red things in her hair for some reason. But yeah, it's another Luna skin. Do we have any others? No, we don't, so it's just a head for Claude. We have a new outfit for this creature. This is also quite nice. There does appear to be quite a small design space for Nia though, as I say, because a lot of her skins are... I don't know, to me they do feel a bit samey in a way. Like this, obviously she has a character type, obviously she's the punk, but I do think that's quite nice, to be honest. I'll say that actually. I'll say that that's quite nice. I do like the jacket. I do hope they have sort of synergies with other things. I'm going to point this out as well. Thank fuck this isn't a skin that isn't a side shave or something that makes her look like an absolute dinosaur, like this, for example. Because good fucking lord, I'm sick of like hairstyles like this in the game. Like, because I don't mind them as a design, you know, on women in general, because I have to throw that in there these days. But I'm just happy that we have actually got, you know, something that isn't a fucking bob cut, you know, and we have actually got hair that is, you know, because there's another side shave, you know, can't just be like a full side hair like that, you know. It's very reminiscent of Jill, that. I'm actually looking at this thinking that's actually Jill's hair placed on Nia's head, but, you know, it is what it is. So I'm very happy for this, even though it's not the hairstyle I'd normally go for, but thank fuck it's not a side shave. Moving on. David, my boy. So here's something I have to say every time we see David. David is actually from Manchester in his lore, and that is where I am from, IRL. So if you ever want to know the accent of, you know, David, you're listening to him. Obviously I'm not as manly as our boy here, so I don't have the deeper "you alright mate" tones, you know, that kind of thing, but we're from the same neck of the woods, so you get that sort of, you know, sound from me. Crash tackle. Okay, it's a rugby outfit, to be expected. It is very, very accurate to rugby players of this country, to be honest. I don't know if... I mean, I suppose it's universal, actually, thinking about it, probably. I don't follow rugby, so I couldn't really speak on that, but yeah, very nice. Art team winning again. It is very accurate to a rugby football kit. Nothing much to be said. Very nice. Solid. He has got a Luna reswap. I was about to say, if it's the fucking donkey jacket again, I'm not going to be happy. I don't even know it's in there, but yeah. That's on par with how ugly the nurses was. It exists, it's for Luna boys, but that is just hideous. Yeah, moving on. Ace Visconti, hey, he's got the Jake treatment. We've got the bright as fuck, and I mean bright. Jesus, this is bioluminescent, so you're only going to use this if you don't want to hide, which applies to survive with friends cunt packs, as I like to call them, who just like to piss around in the game and project their lack of a penis onto the killer. So that's probably what this skin is geared at. It's somebody who wants to take the piss in the game. So there it is. I guess that exists. My eyes have been attracted to the gloves. Recycled gloves. The only difference is that they've covered the little, you know, the beginnings of the, you know, where the gloves are, because obviously this is a t-shirt. That the beginning of it's covered with the sleeves of this, as you can see as you switch back and forth. It's just basically a recolour on the gloves. Again, I'm going a bit too deep into that, obviously, and I know, understandably, you know, gloves are gloves at the end of the day. But it's just something that does get on my nerves these days, where there is recycled assets in a lot of skins rather than them just remaking it. And I know it does save time, and I know it does save efforts to do things like this, and in this particular guide it's not an issue. I'm just pointing that out. It is something I can see as somebody that does assess and enjoy skins. I do sort of like to advocate in that sort of area that what you are paying for in your content here is a recycle in that regard, just to get it out there basically. But yeah, as I say, palette swaps like this, you know, these are 400 each for palette swaps, so obviously you're only really going to buy one of these. You're basically just going to have to choose which one you want, unless you want to spend money on both of them, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, just little things I notice. I'm just going to list them off. I know that it comes across as arsey, I'm fully aware of that, but it is just things I do notice in things like this these days. So that is the Ace content, I believe. Yes, it is. Overall, skin's nice, no complaints about it. Obviously it's directed at pricks, but you know, there are a subset of people who, you know, want to just run around like that because it is quite funny. We do have a new Feng skin. Lo and behold, we always have a new Feng skin every fucking week. High schooly. Do appreciate the punk vibes of this one, I have to say. I do like the body and the pants. I probably wouldn't use the head, maybe. I'd use, you know, something else on the head kind of thing. It's probably going to get used with that because, you know, anime girl bunny ears. But yeah, as I say, go back to the full outfit, please. Yeah. Very nice overall. I do like the grungy style of things, you know. It's quite reminiscent, obviously, of these. It is another, you know, skin for the schoolgirl pile, but it is an alternative take. So very nice, you know, very, very nice indeed. Good shit. No qualms at all. We have a Kate skin. Here's our moneymaker. Okay, not so moneymaker then, maybe. I don't know. Is this a Lunar skin? Yeah, Lunar New Year 2024. So why is this... That bothers me as well. Why is this not marked as a Lunar New Year skin? I noticed this with Oni's Blight skin, where it's not categorised properly either. Like, it's listed as a Lunar New Year skin, but it's not listed as... You know, it doesn't have the frame, that kind of thing, to catch your eye, that kind of thing. Again, nitpicking, but it's fine. I do like the pants. The pants are nice. The pants are very nice indeed. As we turn around the back, but that's fine. I do like this head. This is a reskin of Winter Kate, wherever it may be. There. So obviously, recycle content, but in a good way, because it is... It's a palette swap again, but it's, you know, it's a beanie hat and she's got blonde hair. The only difference, obviously, if I'm going to argue the point in this particular regard, is why doesn't a hairstyle change? You know, that kind of thing. If it's going to match, you know. Oh, hang on a minute. No, it's a fucking different hairstyle altogether. Ignore me. That's the Lunar event head. So yeah. Given that, you know, the majority of the Lunar skins are intended to be palette swaps, whatever, then, basically. But in terms of this, quite solid, as I say. I think it's weird because the head and the pants match each other, but the torso doesn't. Because it's the same colour, like the hat's the same colour as the pants, so maybe something black in the middle of, you know, this. I can't really match it. Maybe that, actually. That might look quite nice, actually, with, you know, the head and the pants of that cosmetic, that outfit. Maybe that looks nice. I can't do that without buying it, so can't really mix and match. But yeah. We have an Adam skin, a rare treat. It's a set, so that's a negative. Overall, very nice. I don't really know what the fuck the head is doing on this cosmetic, though. Because it's obviously supposed to be traditional, but he just has a modern guy's head, literally. So, is this cosplay? Adam's students taught him how to drive out demons. Maybe he's supposed to be in school when he's wearing this then. Maybe it is cosplay. Yeah, because he's got sneakers on as well, it's cosplay. It's a bit weird, but yeah. It's nice overall. It looks a bit low texture actually, well, the belt does. Around the middle. It's weird. Still looks nice though, overall, I suppose. Yeah. It's an Adam skin, as I say. Adam's not really, doesn't really get many skins. Jane. It is a Luna cosmetic, unfortunately. Yeah. Not the worst, I suppose. Might be some other things you can match that with. Maybe with them, actually. Maybe the red shorts with, you know, this. Maybe it matches, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Luna cosmetic, we're not going to spend too much time on those. Damn. My girl Yui hasn't got anything. It's disappointing. Very nice. Touristy for Zarina. Obviously, she's an investigator, I think she is anyway. So, yeah. Again, very nice with the hairstyle. I do appreciate the ponytail. This is pretty much Lara Croft's hairstyle, I think. The new Lara Croft. Well, the semi-new Lara Croft back before it became some woke fucking shit show. As it's going to be, as you've seen. I have watched it, Melanie Max, not very impressed with it, and rightfully so, quite honestly. Because they fucking massacred the character for current day bullshit. But anyway, back to this game. Hairstyle's very nice. For the same reasons as Nia, I am glad that it's not another fucking bob or side shade, which is, you know, something akin to this. Where is it? There's a bob. There's a bob. There's a side shave. You know, that kind of thing. You get the idea. There's another bob. Literally 90% of this character's skins are bobs. That's got a bit of a ponytail to it, so that's nice. That's got a hat on it. But yeah, very nice. She is obviously... Jesus Christ, okay, them jean shorts are a bit high-riding. Careful now, behaviour. Christ, we're going to get executed by Twitter for this. Fucking hell. Look at that! I have to focus on shit like that these days because usually females can't actually be sexy in games anymore. But them shorts they're a little bit high there with the dress code of modern, you know, current day bullshit. So that's quite refreshing to see overall, and not just because I'm a straight white male. Thank you very much. It is just nice to see that things like that do exist because, you know, contrary to popular belief on, you know, when we're all bouncing our tits around on TikTok these days, women do actually wear things that don't cover their entire bodies. You know, it's very weird, the internet these days, you know, the state of TikTok, you know, that it's in these days, but it's not, you know, it's allegedly not socially acceptable for women to be proud of their bodies and to want to show them off, you know, that kind of thing. But yet TikTok is literally a fucking porn site these days. Anyway, moving on before we get too political, because I have a lot to say on that fucking subject matter. Elodie has got a new skin. Oh my good lord, what is that? Okay. Star Wars boys. I actually do like that on its own, like this. It does look very nice on its own. Obviously with something to complement it a little bit better, obviously, than, you know, just my other cosmetics that I had, because I just used this base synergy because I only played her at release, but yeah. I've never been a big fan of skirts though in this game. Like there's quite a few cosmetics that are big fucking skirts like this as well, like the big, you know, this jiggly shit like this, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, that's quite high riding at the side as well. Fucking hell, behaviour, be a bit careful, mate, you know. Don't want to get the game cancelled. Showing a bit of leg. But yeah, as I say, you know, skirts. Hairstyle again is a bit samey. She's got a lot of skins that are just this hairstyle. Like, it's, you know, the sort of very short, shaved one. I do like this, though. This is nice. Because it is stylised. So I do like that kind of thing, you know. That's not too bad either, as I say. But, you know, things... fucking Zootopia hairstyle here that we got near a release. The fucking sheep from Zootopia that wants to make all the predators rule the world, you know, that kind of thing. I watched the movie, you know. You know, she's basically the child version of a Nazi. But yeah, there's the hairstyle. You know, it is literally that hairstyle. Moving on, before we, you know, go on a tangent a bit too much. She does have a lunar cosmetic, because we love those. And yeah, it's a sun hat, which is a clone of that. Which I did buy because I do think it is quite nice, that, to be fair. It's just that I wouldn't use that, to be honest. You know, there's probably people who do like that though, so more power to them. Yunjin, I just saw Michaela because Michaela is, you know, she's one of my favourites, you know. I was very pleasantly surprised that the new Survivor does directly relate to her as well. Evening of Honour, it's another skirt, Joy. It's a very overly jiggled skirt by the looks of it. What in the fuck? Okay. It's a skirt that's made of jello, apparently. Okay. It's not a set, which is nice. Again, I always have to start by saying things like that. We do have a bit of synergy here, I think. I'm just trying to think of what would be synergy. There's probably something in here. She's got quite a lot of hairstyles, again, that are this type, though. We're losing originality here. This was original. I do like this. A cap, you know. Very K-poppy. But yeah, again, this. Short style hair on, you know, women. Yeah, very similar, you know, for quite a high price tag. Bob cuts. Another hairstyle. That's 3 hairstyles that are pretty much the same. I'm not going to say identical. That's recycled content. There you go. Recycled content once again, please. You know, we're going to point one of them out. That's recycled content. All they've done is add a bubble to it. And remove the earrings. Change the earrings. Again, it's not a new hairstyle. That's my argument, you know. Just want to reference that. But overall, outfit-wise, pretty solid. I don't really know how this... What's the description of it? Yeah, it's Lunar New Year, isn't it? It doesn't feel very Yunjin-y, though. At least to me, anyway. I mean, she's quite high society, I suppose. But then she's not, at the same time, you know. She's quite glitzy and glamoury, you know, that kind of thing. But that looks more like a lunar skin, to be honest. And that's the Fire Moon Festival than this. Dunno, just my thoughts, you know. Now we do get on to my girl. Oh, for fuck's sake, hang on a minute, where is it? Let me vomit. Oh, good lord. I had to swallow some vomit there. What is this a reskin of? I wonder. Let me find it. Is it that? Is it that? Oh, it's that. Okay, it's that one. Yeah. I mean, both are moderately disgusting. I think we can agree on that. But that's... Good lord. Okay. I suppose... I don't even know, is it... That is maybe the closest thing you can match it with? Or that? If you're gonna... that maybe? Anything that's yellow? Christ. Okay, moving on. We do move on to Michaela. Please have a good outfit. Oh, Candle Workshop. Very nice indeed. I don't think there's a single fucking skin for Michaela yet that hasn't been a win, quite honestly. The genuinely hasn't. Every single skin that Michaela has been very beautiful indeed. That is very nice. Very grateful it's not a set. We can mix and match this. Even with like a default like that, that looks very nice. I really like this character. Like, not even from just crushing on her standpoint. You know, she is like I like the sort of cultist witch style. I do really like that. Hairstyle's quite nice as well. It's not a short hairstyle, thank fuck. What's the legs look like on their own? Yeah, has a lot of synergy with a base outfit, this as well, just to use like one piece of it. Just on a base, you know, our actual normal outfits. That's very nice. I do really like that. I'd buy it actually, like hooks, if you know, if I had the money. I'll have to buy some more in a minute anyway, because I was going to buy whatever the release cosmetic for the new killer is, because I do, as I say, because I do like the new killer's design. I've just not had time to practice him properly, which is why the showcase on this channel ended in a bit of a low point, because I went against Twitch squads, and I'm not here to play that shit. It's fucking boring. I'm not playing against people, you know, that are using external software for an unfair advantage. But anyway, that's for gameplay wise. We're not doing gameplay in this. This is just cosmetic reviews, you know. But yeah, very nice. I do really like this, and I will be buying that. Thank you, Behaviour, for giving me more nice content, we will say, you know, for my girl here. We've got a Jonah cosmetic, fucking hell. We've got a shirtless Jonah cosmetic. Oh boy, do I have a bit of a talking point to say about this. We're going to condense it down to a small, you know, little rant here, because this is for the benefit of everybody, as I see. It's not an objectively one-sided viewpoint. So, ladies and gentlemen, it concerns the current day sexualization of female skins in games. So I am self-aware, and I am aware of everybody else in this argument, where there are women who like sexualized female characters, okay? Now, I'm here to break it to the people who defend this shit, where they say that, you know, female characters shouldn't be sexualized, and that, you know, it is a heinous crime, which is generally the ideology of most Western media these days, that the female body should be covered up and just completely fucking isolated from the eyes, or desexualized in some way that, you know, wouldn't provoke a erotic response from the viewer. And it is currently the reason why modern day Hollywood is now on its fucking knees, bar that the writing's just been shit, because it's all about, you know, girl bosses these days. And, you know, lo and behold, people are actually getting tired of that shit beyond the first time we saw it. So I'm here to break it to those people that, you know, think that shirtless men aren't sexualized male characters, because I'm here to say that yes, they fucking are. And me, as a male, heterosexual male, I will probably buy this and play as it, because I like it. It is fun. I will run around as a shirtless male. I do not fucking care, yeah? But why can I not run around as an attractive female character at the same time? You know, why? Why is the reason behind this? Well, dear viewer, because if I say that as a heterosexual male in the current day of climate, I am a fucking monster. Yeah? I am a monster for going against 200,000 fucking years of human evolution, of me, my brain being hardwired by nature its fucking self to be attracted to an attractive female. Yeah? By nature. Because that's what it is, right? That is what it is. So, why is it only females that can't be attractive in games, but we can have shirtless men? You know? Can you see the sort of, you know, the double standard that's encroaching in on society here, yeah? A perfect fucking example of this is League of Legends. Again, I'm going to use this as a small little topic, you know, because it is something I want to talk about, and it is a rant. I'm going to do this in videos, it's just who I am, yeah? I go on off-topic rants all the time, but I do believe someone out there will get some enjoyment out of this, because I do believe it's a viewpoint that isn't presented and isn't, you know, spoke about properly in terms of the raw, actual reaction of somebody, rather than it being written into a script and, you know, read to people, you know, as a, you know, one of them videos where it's like, here's the other viewpoint. You know, I'm just saying this as I feel its feelings. So League of Legends, 90% of the male characters in League of Legends, right, and I hate to break it to you again, are sexualized males. Okay? Set. Taric. Who's another one I can quickly list just for the sake of this? We've got Set, Taric, fucking Draven, Darius, Swain, to a certain example, Jace, that's probably it, actually, that I can think of the top of my head right now. But anyway, all of them are sexualized males. And why are they sexualized? Well, they have physiques that cannot be fucking reached without injecting, like, you know, steroids into your fucking system. You know, it's not basically, what I'm saying here is it's not someone you're going to find in the street every day. You know, it is an ideal. Yeah, it is an ideal projected. The same way it's an ideal that's projected where women with big tits, for example, there's a good example for you. I don't know how the fuck Evelyn has survived so long in the current day of, you know, how we censorship things, or how Miss Fortune has survived, because those are actually sexualised females, but there's nothing fucking wrong with that, you know? Like, there isn't, when you've got a million fucking shirtless men running around, and there it is, on screen for you in DVD's form. I don't care about this. As a straight male, I do not care. I will buy this. I will play as this. Yeah, it's funny. And it's, you know, it's fun, you know? I don't fucking care. So when there are... My stance on it has always been as well that there might be women out there playing video games in this current day of climate who they themselves are actually very attractive, you know? They actually do have big tits and a nice ass, you know, that kind of thing, to put it crassly. But there might be women sat there who do possess those things and they were gifted by nature, but the world is telling them they are fucking disgusting. You know, that's what pisses me off about it, because it's like there's no way anymore that anybody can be anything other than a projected ideal on the screen, you know, that kind of thing. I'm going a bit too deep into it now, but that's just what, you know, irks me about it. That there are women out there that don't, you know, it causes insecurities, because it's not. I don't even know what they fucking call it anymore. Simping, incels, whatever the fucking label is. I don't give a shit what people talk about on fucking TikTok and Twitter these days. It's fucking brain rot, a lot of it. But I've seen what female insecurity looks like, and I don't like to look at it. It's not nice. I've seen girls kill themselves over this sort of thing, you know, where the world is basically telling them they can't be attractive. You know, that's the way I take this and the way that I see what is happening, basically. But it's alright for men to run around with shirtless fucking skins, you know, that kind of thing. It's a double fucking standard. There you go, summarised. We're going to end it there because I have a feeling that's about a 20-minute rant in the middle of an already massive fucking video. So I've said my piece on it. There is a Luna skin. There it is. It's a palette swap of his default skin. There you go. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Moving on. Whether that makes or breaks my career on YouTube side of things will, you know, dictate if I have any fucking faith in humanity left. Right, here is Haddy. We do have a new skin. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, that's quite nice. It's obviously very ghost huntery. Goofy ghost. It is a goofy ghost as well. That's actually very nice. It is actually quite different from her usual skins as well. She's got a lot of coat. Oh no, she hasn't actually, has she? No, I was going to say she had a lot of coat skins, but she kind of does in a way. They're not. They are different enough that they are quite unique. So very nice indeed. Yeah, that's the wrong one. Yeah, that's very nice. It's quite, I don't know why my mind's thinking Star Wars again. But she looks like she does belong in a desert environment. You know, it's that kind of sandy colour kind of thing. That's very nice. I do like this skin. I do think that's pretty damn good, actually. Has she got any Luna skins? It's got a lot of synergy that actually as well, I will say, because it's quite basic in its appearance. Even like that looks quite nice as well. So there is a high amount of synergy there, which is very nice. Even with that as well. That's a really nicely done skin. I do like that. I do think that's good. Good shit. No, you see, we were creeping in there because I thought that was content reusal there, because I thought the pants were I thought they were the same, but that is a new model. It is actually a new model, so good. Almost had you there. So we've got a win for Haddy. We've got a Vittorio skin. We've got 2 new Vittorio skins. Shirtless male again, completely fine. It's not a demon. It's not, it's not against the rules of nature, for a man to take his fucking shirt off. The man's got nice physique. Let him show it off. The same way for, the same can be applied to girls, but, don't take your shirts off. That's going a little bit too far. Carrying on. I was going to add something else to that. You can take your shirt off if you want, but leave it alone. We're getting a bit too thirsty. Deserted place. This is very nice. That is a very fucking nice jacket, I have to say. I like the skull pattern on it. My boy has got very many jackets, so there is a bit of content density going on here, but that is very nice indeed. I do like that. What does it say on his legs? It's a Dumb Rebel? Dumb Rebel? Doom Rebel? Can't read it. It's fine. Very nice though. Does work as a set. It's got a little eye patch as well. Very nice. Does have synergy. Maybe with that. That's quite funny. Then we get this. Dear Lord. What the fuck? Okay. Robin Hood. It's Valentine's, okay. Okay, he's here to steal your hearts, ladies. There you go, you see. The male skin of Valentine. Very nice. But yeah. Very beautiful indeed. Does its job. I do like the little bow and arrow on his leg, actually, thinking about it. He's got remnants of his knight days as well, because he's got a knight leg kind of thing. With his knee pad and his... I don't know what the terminology for them is, just the armour on his shoe. I think it's got a name, but I can't remember it. Yeah, very nice indeed. Moving on to Jesus, the favourite twins haven't got any content either. Gabriel Soma. This is another space skin, which looks very dark, I should say, like it's from a dark universe. Maybe like a dark version of his regular look. It's another helmet skin, but I can actually understand that because obviously it is a spaceman. He is a spaceman. He's going to have helmets. At least the helmet is, it is a new design, so that is very nice. I do think it's a bit tighter, which is beautiful, and it does share, the dystopian design space that it's, cracked. The glass is gone on it. So he's been in a bit of the wars, similar to the release skin. I do like the sort of Heidi style kind of shoulders that are going on as well. That's very nice. My boy's glutes are obviously on point. Yeah. It's an Arctic based skin, this, isn't it, actually, thinking about it. It is very Arctic based by the looks of things. Based on the shoes as well. They look like they're meant for walking in ice and that kind of thing. Nice, beautiful. Nicky Boy has got some new skins. Good lord, this looks like Ace, I've got to say. Does look very nice. Does look quite shiny in terms of the, the jacket. Yes, there it is. Very nice. I do believe that's the end of the store content. I am going to peek the Rift before we go in the end, so we might be a bit spicy there because, we do love our palette swaps in the Rift, so we'll go and have a look, shall we? We'll view the tone. Right, Rift, how many days have we got? 48. I might work through this, I'm probably not going to, but we'll see. We do have an Alan Wake skin straight away. Rather nice. I thought this one was in the shop. Chill a minute. Chill the fuck out. No, I've got... No, because it messed me up. It was when I did that. I thought that was the same kind of thing. Oh, that's fine. Wasting time. This video is massive. So, yeah. Quite decent. Very casual. Kalevala Knights. I don't know if that sounds like a football team. Yeah. We do have a Meg cosmetic. This is a palette swap. You can tell by the hairstyle. Serves its purpose, but it is rift filler. This is also a palette swap. It's one of the nicer palette swaps actually, because that is very gnarly. I do think this is one of Plague's best skins, to be honest, because it is fucking nasty. It does have custom particle effects with the maggots on a face, chest and ribs underneath there, and on her legs. They're also burning away in the sensor. I do think it is one of the better skins, that, to be honest. But yeah. I don't think I've ever come back to this game though. I will say this as a negative, where there hasn't been a fucking Plague skin in the Rift. It seems that every single Rift there is a Plague palette swap. Just going to point that out. I believe, is this Meg? Yeah, it is. Get off the first page. We have a Felix Richter skin, which is very nice indeed. I don't know if this is a palette swap. It strikes me as a palette swap. But it is nice, all things considered. It's a bit punky with the gloves. Thank you for adjusting them, my friend. Yeah, quite nice. We have a charm. Fucking hell. I hope it's not that big in game. Christ. Okay, we have an exceptionally large reindeer face charm. We've got a kid's drawing. I was going to say, was that a precursor to the new killer, actually, because it looks like it might be with the redness of their eyes. Who does this relate to? I don't know. Inner struggle. They usually relate to whoever's in the Rift. Maybe it's Meg? Somebody down there in like a sand pit crying or something? I don't know. That's the head for that. We get Varmint Catcher. Again, these are charms. This is just shite that you never use, just to fill the blood web, the rift, as I say. We've got a Slinger skin. This is new, based on the yeah, it is new. That is very nice. Very metal. I like the back support there, that sort of thing, like he's holding himself together, maybe? Very assisted living anyway, because he's got his trademark stint in his leg. His, I don't know what you call that, his brace. But it's the old time one where they actually impaled it into your leg. Barbed wire on the hat's very nice as well. Took your head, sir. Thank you. The sort of barbed wire effect. The gun appears to be a model keep though. That appears to be his regular gun. Just reskinned. Again, recycled. It's fine. Ah, oh, for fuck's sake. We've got this. This is about the fucking 6th reskin of this Huntress skin. Like, if you're going to do palette swaps, please do it for something that doesn't have about 6 fucking colour changes of it already. But yeah. I mean, it looks... It's not bright. It's not shit colours. It is nice in terms of colours, but Jesus. We've seen this skin so many times in terms of, like, you know, reskins and things. Like Grim Matsuri, is it? Slice of Life. It's the owl one, but it's... Yeah. I don't know, man. We get another charm called Casey. This is Alan Wake. Maybe it's an Alan Wake drawing, actually thinking about it. Mr. Drippy. Okay, that's looks like a fucking Pokemon or something, but that's obviously a tea jug. Yeah, moving on to page 4. Private diary. Again, I have no idea what, you know, Alan Wake is, so this is all obviously be fan service for people fans of the actual IP, so there it is. I have randomly gained 100,000 blood points. I've just seen for some reason. It's a Dweet skin. Oh fucking hell! This is new, but okay. For what it is, that's quite nice. Hang on a minute. This is foreshadowing the new killer. The new map that comes with the new killer is a theatre, a movie theatre. Or something to the equivalent, I believe. Yeah, it is. No, it is. It's a movie theatre. Yeah. Nice. Okay. I would have said Dwight was the new killer, though, in terms of that, because he fucking... As far as I'm concerned, mate, the new killer's design, it looks too much like Dwight to not be Dwight from an alternate universe. It looks too much like Dwight. I'm exaggerating that for you, because it does... It is Dwight in his default outfit, as far as I'm concerned, with the same hairstyle. So, yeah. But that is foreshadowing the new chapter, which is always quite nice to do. Truly skateboard, charm, skateboard. That's also a charm. I thought that was a cosmetic based on that, but it's not. Night Springs, that's... Oh, it's a banner, yeah. More fucking filler content that we didn't need in the game, but... it's fine. What is this? This is a Yunjin skin. Good fucking lord. We've taken her back to her being 18, I would hope. Wow, this makes her look very young. It's a community skin, so it's been designed by somebody who has designed something for this game because they love it that much, so I'm not going to shit on it too much. Because this is obviously outside of usual developers, you know. I like the head. I do like the head. I'm hoping the choker comes as part of the head cosmetic though, not the actual the torso. Because it will have nice synergy if it does. I think that's quite nice, honestly, overall. Truth be told. It's an alternate option because Yunjin is obviously supposed to be quite mature. So having a skin that makes it look a bit, you know, like a younger days kind of thing, like her early days, maybe right at the start. She looks more like a roadie actually, for a no spin in this. It's always a nice option to have. This is a palette swap, you can see by the head there. It's one of Blight's nicer skins, although it's more yellowy, the base skin. It doesn't really change him too much. Just makes him green. Maybe. One deep diner. Oh dear, diner. Yep. Rusty nail spike. That is obviously the death slinger, but seriously. My boys, I mean, I know I pick things apart, and I know I'd get nitpicky and shit, but seriously? It's a fucking screw with a big massive white plastic outline on it. You know? How am I supposed to sound excited about this? Fucking hell. It's a very nice Nia skin. Holy shit, okay. I think that is new. I don't remember this. I don't think that's a palette swap. That is new. Very nice. Although she did just get a punky skin in her store cosmetics there as well, so... Yeah. That's quite nice. We're bordering on side shave, ugly hairdo though, again. For the head cosmetic. Like that. As a whole, the cosmetic's nice because this scarf covers up her actually, like, you know, massive neck. So, you know, there it is. Hellshire Penitentiary, this is obviously where the Deathslinger Caleb Quinn spent his time. So it's a nod to Deathslinger, I did miss that. Faceless graffiti. It's an icon. Badge as they call them. We have a clown cosmetic. Ooh. Okay. Fucking beautiful skin. That kind of makes the rift worth getting, to be honest. This is obviously very, very Pennywise. Very Pennywise indeed. That knife is amazing. It is big though, and I have. Sorry about the banging if you can hear that. I have known the history of clown weapons being absolutely massive and taking up the entire fucking screen, so I hope that doesn't. But that blade is very nice indeed. But yeah, very happy with that. We have a Jane reskin. I'd say that this palette, the colours of this is actually better though than the base skin. So yeah, it's a very ugly hairstyle though. One of the very, you know, numerous bob cuts for female characters in this game. But yeah, overall, I'd say that's quite nice. The jacket has synergy because it is darker colours and it is a bit more grounded and realistic and, you know, grungy and that sort of thing for immersion's sake. So I do think the jacket on this will probably have quite a bit of synergy. Angel lamp. That appears to be a trophy of some description with a lamp on it. I would have liked that to have lit up, honestly, if it's a lamp, but sure. Is that a... That's a hag reference, is it? Watch closely, they make themselves known. I'm assuming that's a hag skin, maybe? Hag reference? Flawed justice. Something to do with plague, maybe? It's all part of inner struggle. I think that's probably what the name of this thing is, isn't it? I didn't have a look at the beginning. Right, so this is an ultra rare charm, apparently. It's a fucking typewriter that isn't animated in any way whatsoever. Unless maybe if you put somebody on a hook, maybe it does something then, maybe. Maybe it types a message or something. But other than that, don't know why that's ultra rare. Sure. It is a Michaela cosmetic. That is incredibly different from Michaela. Very bright and sweet, by the looks of things. Clearly taking her in a bit of a different direction there. It's quite nice, to be fair. As I say, it does deviate from her usual things. Do we have any... It kind of does have synergy, to be honest, with other cosmetics, maybe. It's quite nice. Bow on her head's quite cute. It's another Ace skin. This is a palette swap. It's quite a nice palette swap there, I think. Do like the vines on his back, the thorns and that. It's quite nice. Good shit, nothing else to say there, really. We have a dead pig. For some reason. Disemboweled remains left by something. I think this is foreshadowing the new killer, you know. Some of this stuff. I think that's what they're trying to do here. Oh, it's animated, boys. Animated. Careful now. It's an icon. Holy fuck. Okay. Ooh, that is very nice. Very nice indeed. It's just a shame the character's fucking useless. It's not a set either. Although, yeah, why would why would the hillbilly have an axe like that? You know, that kind of thing. But yeah, overall, that's very nice. Strikes me as a very knight style skin. Usually, you know, be attributed to that sort of realms. Twisted Hero is what it's called. But his cape looks good in a chainsaw charge. I will say the chainsaw hasn't changed models though. That is literally Hillbilly's vanilla chainsaw. This is something that does piss me off with this character. Literally every single fucking skin that this character has is always the default chainsaw. They don't change it for some reason. And I believe they said at some point, like a couple of years back, it's because it's related to the killer's power, but it's like, that doesn't fucking mean anything. Like, you can still change the model of it, you know. I don't understand why that would make any sort of difference. But yeah, there it is. I believe that's it. We get an Alan figure. The Alan Wake enthusiasts. There is your figure. A picture of a farmhouse. Again, it's in the free track, so sure. A superhero book, which I'm not quite sure of the relevance to anything of, but still quite nice. There is quite a growing number of comic book related charms, so if you want to decorate your hooks with this or your survivor's belt, if you want to roleplay as a nerd, then yeah, there you go. And then there was this. It's animated at least. Dead deer, which is a little bit creepy. My eyes are just looking into the distance of this, just to see if there's anything like eyes or anything relating to anything, but it doesn't appear to be. But yeah, there it is, you know. We'll look at the Deep Rift shit, and that was instinctive because obviously I don't like Deep Rift. I think this is fucking shite. Case in point, I mean, it lights up, but why? Why does this exist? You could literally allocate this space to something that changes a model or even another skin, you know, something that makes this worth getting here other than being a fucking lighthouse like this. Ugh. God's sake. It is absolutely disgusting, my friends, as far as I'm concerned. Like, no. Blue fucking hair on Alan Wake. Does anybody want this? You know? It's just, it is so fucking bad and disgusting, mate. And this is supposed to be like a reward for your dedication, you know, for getting to this part of the rift. Usually this is where most people don't get to, so it's like them trying to say, well done, you know, here's your special rewards. But it's just fucking throwing a blue paint bucket at every skin that exists in the rift, you know. I really hope I'm not the only one who has this opinion on these. Like, it's just, it's... Oh. Look, the side of his head. Look, we shot him with a fucking paintball gun in the side of his head. That's what that looks like. Why has he got blue hair there? Good fucking lord, ladies and gentlemen. Was there anybody else? I don't think there was there? No, we saw it all. Right, we're going to end it there. This is a skin review video because it's probably about 2 hours long. Due to the rants and the content. And if you've made it this far, I will say you're a fucking trooper and you are dedicated to my videos because, you know, well, if you cheated and got to the end here, no, you're not. But yeah, regardless of how much you viewed of the video, regardless if you agree with my points, if you agree with my opinions, if you're against them, if you're with them, you know, all that kind of thing, then more power to you. I love you all. Thank you for listening to this point. And I will end there. Hopefully I did actually get some of the points across that, you know, provides the foundation for some of my points and my talking points in my videos and why I do get ranty and tense in these situations, because it is, as far as I'm concerned in my brain and my heart, my heart's in the right place as far as I'm concerned. I'm trying to get the good side of content for people, you know, because I'm 27 years old at this point, right? So I'm getting there, you know. I'm turning into a fucking boomer, at this point. A lot of the people who are viewing me are probably younger than me at this point. You know, you're all youngins, and you're all, you know, breaking into the, you know, the world of gaming these days and that kind of thing. You know, you get into that age where, you know, this sort of content is normal for you because it isn't for me. You know, that kind of thing. We've got that sort of age dissonance going on now. And I just want to make it aware to everybody that video games used to be so much fucking better, but there are positives of games these days. I'm not going to say that they're all shit, you know, as much as it sounds like it in my commentary. But I just want to get the foundational points out there to people of my perspective on this, you know, matter, where I know that things do change, and things do change with time, but as far as I'm concerned, people charging skins for skins you can't fucking see, TCM, in lights of the new things they're releasing there, where they're going to charge you $4.99 for a skin pack of skins, the way you can only fucking see one of them. And there's about 5 skins in this skin pack, but only one of them is visible, again, as I'm saying. It's not a direction I want to see this industry go. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing my part, as little as it is, you know. I've not really got a viewer base, so it's all just ranting into the ether anyway. The new quadruple A game by our Lord and Saviours, fucking Ubisoft, who seems to think that we need to get used to not owning the things we buy. Lo and behold, that's a fucking shambles. There's videos coming out of that now where everybody's saying it's shit. I could have fucking told you that the minute they said it was going to be quadruple A, and that you need to be confident in not owning things that you buy, you know. I can see it coming a mile off, you know. But I want to get this sort of foresight away, you know, across the people in this regard. And that's what I'm trying to do in my videos. Yeah. I don't have a script, as I say, I don't pre-plan these videos. It is recorded live, because it is genuine reactions, and it is genuine thoughts and opinions and that sort of thing, because I think there is a severe fucking lack of that these days. As I said about halfway through this video, that a lot of YouTubers these days, they seem to just, they only praise, they just praise, and that is it. And that is why a lot of these developers these days are not putting effort in, because they're praising it. And when a YouTuber praises things to his viewers, to his or her viewers, those viewers are just going to take that as gospel. They're going to be like, yeah, maybe this is good. It is good, you know? And it's not to shit on the intellect of viewers these days, but you are sort of, when you become a content creator, from what I've seen, you're sort of projecting onto what is basically like a class of kids in a sense. Like it's a student, you know, they're your students. You're the teacher, that sort of thing. You know, you're putting up an example. But if you're sat there praising the shit that's coming out these days, and you're afraid to say that it's shit and it's wank, it's only going to get worse, and it's going to keep producing shit content that we all apparently hate these days, but nobody's fucking saying anything, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, we're going to end it. That's what I'm talking about, you know. I do believe content creators like myself should exist, where we do present a ranty kind of opinion, and an opinion that's not popular, because it creates talking points. Yeah, I'm not trying to attack anybody with my opinions. As aggressive as they come across when I'm playing the game, it's because that is recorded live, and I am frustrated while I'm playing this game, right? Because I don't think the gameplay of this game is fun. I don't think it's fun. I'll play it and I'll get some sort of entertainment out of it, but it's not the healthy kind of fun. It's basically being led on by stress, is what I'd call it, with this game. Because obviously I play killer primarily. I do play both sides, but at the same time it is that kind of, you know, that kind of notion where it's not a nice gameplay loop for this game. And that's where all my rants come from, and that's why I always shit on it when I'm doing my Evolve videos, because I actually enjoy Evolve. Evolve does have a healthy gameplay loop, and it does have beautiful animations, beautiful atmosphere, and lo and behold, that was back in 2015, before this industry went to shit. Again, there's an example for you. It creeps through in my voice, because again, this is live, it's not by a script. So there it is. I hope I've got all that explained at the end there. If anybody still, you know, gets to the end here, there it is. The explanation is there. So I hope you've enjoyed. this little cosmetic review, and that's what I'm going to call it. I know people probably don't do videos like this, but it's, you know, it's something different in it. As we are going to return to Dead by Daylight for our Rage Gamer arc, probably, because there are people who do find it quite funny. And again, as I've said, if you do find it funny, me getting stressed out and, you know, throwing abuse at the screen and all that kind of thing, as unhealthy as it is, and I do acknowledge that, but if you do find that entertaining, then more power to you. It's entertainment, you know. I don't attack people when I'm, you know, thinking I attack the game itself for being shit. But, you know, it is what it is. So there it is. I will love you and leave you, because I keep trying to get my outro out, but a new talking point comes across. I will love you and leave you. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. For now.